everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So for today's video, meron tayong makakasama and isa siya sa challenger ng ating 30 days bookkeeping challenge. So kung interested kayong malaman ang story niya, please keep on watching until the end. Do not skip para wala kang ma-miss na tips and tricks na i-share ko throughout the video. So without further ado, let's get started! Kung bago ka lang sa channel na to, I'm Kaji, virtual assistant, executive assistant, bookkeeper, accountant. So kahit anong work pinapasok ko, basta't online, kasi online work is amazing! Sa channel na to, dinidiscuss natin more on online work, tips and tricks, and mga success stories. So kung interested kayo sa mga topics na yon, please consider subscribing and don't forget to hit the notification bell para wala kang ma-miss na video na ina-upload ni Kaji every single week. Alright, so let's all welcome Rika. Rika, kindly introduce yourself naman.
Ako po si Rika. Ako po nakatira sa Mindanao, southern part of Mindanao, Davao de Oro particularly. And yeah, I am criminology graduate by profession. Yeah, I'm criminology graduate by profession and pursuing this career as a bookkeeper. And aside from being bookkeeper, I am a tutor as well, a Japanese platform, Japanese company, yes. Yes. My previous job, I'm a bank teller. Remittance teller. Palawan Express, yeah. Palawan Express, Palawan Pawn Shop. Before ako nag full-time bookkeeper and tutor as well. But recently, work as a bookkeeper, my time. Mas malaki oras ko bilang bookkeeper ngayon kaysa tutor. And
Okay, interesting. Kasi you mentioned you're a criminology graduate, tapos nag-work ka din as parang sa remittance, teller
teller.
ka doon.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So iba't iba yung background mo. So if you're going to rate yourself from 1 to 10, how are you going to rate your bookkeeping skills or your accounting skills before ka mag-join ng 30 days challenge?
Wow, before. Because before I have sort background of accounting, but yeah, sa dyan sa Taguig wala kasing offer na accountancy that time sa university because scholar ng bayan sa Taguig City University. So wala silang accountancy dyan. So I proceed to another course, which is criminology. And so I have a little bit background about bookkeeping. And as well as related din po siya sa teller na job ko. But if I rate my skills as a bookkeeper, let's say 3. I just know the asset. What is asset? Liability. That's all.
So how did you know? Like, or how did you know that there is a virtual bookkeeping?
Because I research na related sa gusto ko, which is accountancy, because my dream profession is to become CPA. So I search some I am a tutor already for a year. So pagod na ako magsalita, pagod na akong talking. talking. So gusto ko ng talking masyado. So And I think also na it's and yan. And I search in social media. So, top search ka doon, Miss Kaji. Kaji, Kaji page. So, nag-reach out ako sa admin nyo. Then, yeah, that's all. And this moment, I manifest this one because before 2024, manifest ko na I am a bookkeeper, and because I search you and YouTube as well. So sabi ko sa partner ko, before mag-end ang 2024, gusto ko nandun ako sa channel mo. So,
Okay.
yeah. Manifestation really works.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it really
manifestation and
works.
hard
It
work.
is. Yeah. Good.
Yeah. Mhm.
So, ano yung naramdaman mo when
And
my team reach out to you and ask you if you are available for an interview with me for my YouTube channel? So,
that time nag-reach out yung admin niyo. Sabi ko ang unang-una sinabihan ko ang partner ko. Sabi ko, sinend ko agad yung screenshot ko agad yung ano ng admin niyo. Sabi ko, tingnan mo 'to kasi hindi siya naniniwala or doubtful siya. Then, sabi ko sa kanya, tingnan mo 'tong ano, ini-screenshot ko. Na-remember mo nung ano, ng mina-manifest ko lang 'to January 2024. Ito na 'yun. Mapapanood mo na ako. Kung sakali.
oh my God.
Yes.
Okay.
That is my story. That is my story behind.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you for sharing. Hindi ko alam
Mm.
yun ah. So, this is not scripted. So, this is like pure, ano ba tawag ito? Kumbaga, pure yung conversation namin dito, walang halong script. So, thank you so much for sharing that,
Yeah.
Rika. So, right now, you're a full-time bookkeeper and also nagtuturo ka ESL, tama ba? ESL
ESL.
teacher, something like
Mm.
that? Okay. So,
Yes.
nung nag-join ka na yung challenge, nagtuturo ka na nun ng English online.
Yes, during that time, actually coach, hindi talaga at nung 30 days challenge, hindi talaga ako updated unlike my other classmates na sobrang updated kasi may work din ako noon as a teller. Kasi that time nag-work din ako as a teller, and then random na dalawang work na ako. Teller sa umaga, ESL sa gabi. And then taking up course sa'yo. So that's why medyo left behind, na behind talaga ako sa kaklase ko that time. So so during that time na umuwi na ako dito sa province sa Davao de Oro. That time bumalik ako sa course niyo po. Binalikan ko po 'yon. So nagiging active ulit ako sa Slack, sa ano natin, sa GC. So, do'n lang din ako medyo nagkaroon ng mas maraming time kasi nag-resign na rin ako sa ano ko, sa full-time job.
Oh,
Mm.
okay. So, yung story mo pala is nag-join ka ng challenge pero during yung duration ng challenge, hindi ka ganun ka-active. So, hindi mo siya nagawa nung 30-day mismo. So, after
Mm,
ka. Okay. Good to know.
that's
Okay.
one.
So, yun yung kagandahan kasi when you join this challenge, so meron tayong 30-day na daily, meron kang activity. Pero lagi ko sinasabi na kapag, for example, hindi mo nagawa yung activity for that day, tapos yung the following day, hindi mo rin nagawa, matatambakan ka and mawawalan ka na ng, kumbaga, ng gana na gumawa kasi, ay, ang dami kong gagawin. So, parang nawawala na yung focus mo. Kaya ang lagi kong
Yes.
suggestion is to allot at least 1 to 2 hours a day to do the challenge. So, thank you for sharing na ikaw ay after the challenge na nag-take ng action. So,
Yes po.
after mo matapos yung challenge na yon, gaano katagal bago ka nakaland ng client?
So, uh, umuwi ako dito ng July, and then setting up here for almost 1 month to 2 months. So, mga August ulit ko nag-apply ng apply ng apply. And then by September ako nagkapagkaroon ng client. That is my first client part-time. So actually, um, maybe less than an hour in a month kasi startup company lang po siya. And then the compensation I had is $50 per month. Mm. Yeah, that is my very very first client. And up until now client ko pa rin siya.
Okay. So,
Mm.
so that's your first bookkeeping client. And aside from that, ngayon, meron ka pa na ibang bookkeeping client or isa lang siya?
Yeah. Yes, meron akong isa pang client, which is I can say this is a premium client I have right now. Because he's so very sobrang bait, and totally that is my answered prayer. Because before before ako nag before ako tutok talaga ng August, ay nagpray po talaga ako ng specific client. I want like this, like this, like this. Lord, I want this. Number one, number two, number three, number four. And I pray for that every day. Yeah.
Okay.
And
So,
I'm
ano ka
working with him
talaga
right
ng...
now for almost 2 months.
Okay. So, parang ano ka talaga ng manifestation, no?
Yeah. Product. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So,
Yes.
that
Mm.
is good. Okay. So, I'm curious, like, ano yung experience mo when finding client? Nahirapan ka ba? Like, nahirapan ka ba? Like,
Yeah.
wala bang pumapansin sa'yo nung una? Or nung pagkasan mo ba, may pumansin agad? So, what's your story?
Um, Before ako nagkaroon ng client, ni-review ko po yung sent items ng OLJ ko. So, it took 400 application before ako nag-land ng client. Imagine 400 application. So, ang mantra ko talaga sa buhay, walang sukuan. Pag gusto, maraming paraan. And never lose hope. And yeah. So, ni-review ko yung sent, or what we call this one, application in OLG, kasi sa OLG ko nakuha lahat ang client ko. So 400, that is 400, kasi sabi ko bago mag 400 kailangan may ganito na ako. So tugmang-tugma 400, and then 401, for 400 and then 401, so two clients.
How,
So,
so yung 400 na yon, gaano yan katagal? Or, I mean, ano yung period niya? Is it after the challenge, yung 400 na yon, or before pa the challenge, meron ka ng mga sent items doon?
yeah, that was before and after.
Okay.
Kasi before ako nag-take ng challenge sa'yo, I don't have any idea what will be, anong gagawin, paano sin ng client, anything. So it takes, yeah, 400. And balikan ko ngayon, masasabi ko talaga, wow, ganito na pala ako katigas sa mukha. Ganito na pala ako kalayo. So, yeah, so
Yung 400,
natatawa
ang dami niya.
mm,
To be honest
for
yung 400, marami
yeah,
siya. Pero, kung yung 400 na yun, hindi mo sinend, sa tingin mo ba? Like, kasi yung iba ganito eh. Hindi mo na ako magsasend ng application kasi I'm not ready yet. Or I don't know kung madi-deliver ko pa yung result na ginawa ko or na hinihingi ng client ko. So, hindi mo na ako magsasend ng application. Hanggang sa yung pagpigil nila na wag mag-send ng application, tumagal na ng tumagal ng tumagal. Months, years. So hanggang ngayon, hindi pa nakakalan na client kasi nag-stop sila na mag-send ng proposal or ng application. Pero ikaw, kahit maraming rejection, hindi pinapansin yung first, second, or yung 10, 20, pang 50th email mo, hindi po lang pumapansin, you still send application sa mga prospect clients mo kasi you really wanted to have one, 'di ba? And
yeah,
yeah, so
yeah,
yun dapat na
pag
yun yung dapat na kahit kumbaga kahit maraming rejection, kumbaga tuloy-tuloy ka pa rin hanggang sa makuha mo kung ano talaga yung gusto mo.
yes, and uh, talo ka talaga 'pag susuko ka. Walang mangyayari sa'yo suko ka. Ayun yung ano ko sa buhay, 'pag susuko ako walang mangyari. Unlike kung itutuloy ko 'to hanggang kahit sa 500 plus, I think may possibility, may hope na mangyayari. May mangyayaring maganda. Unlike sa 'pag magtitigil ka, wala kang aasahan. Walang darating talaga sa'yo.
Exactly.
So,
'Di ba? Kasi
hmm,
kung halimbawa, nagsasend ka ng application, so meron chance na ma-hire ka. Meron chance din na hindi. Hindi
yes,
katulad nung hindi ako magsisend, so totally, wala kang chance. Kasi wala kang ginawa eh. Pero kung you try to send application or proposal, at least meron kang hinihintay na, possible ma-interview ako, possible makuha ko tong client na to. So, ganun siya. Good. Thank you for sharing that.
yes, yes, and yes, and because August to September, nag binigyan ko talaga yung quota yung sarili ko at least 10 application per day. So, kahit anong mangyari, mag-send ako ng 10 application per at least 20 uh, in a month magkaroon ako ng 100 application. So, 'yan yung inano ko sa sarili ko na walang, hindi talaga ako titigil hangga't hindi ko makuha yung gusto ko.
Dang. Okay. So, Rika, my next question is, di ba, yung noong time na nag-enroll ka sa course ni Kaji, syempre may investment yan, di ba? So, may investment. Kumbaga, naglabas ka ng pera sa bulsa mo. So, how? Or, kumbaga, since naglabas ka ng pera, I'm curious to know, what is the ROI, the return?
ROI.
Yeah.
More than 20 times right now.
Oh my God. Alright. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. So, ibig sabihin, ang laki na nung bumalik sa'yo from that investment na ginawa mo
Mm,
nung time na nag-join ka ng challenge. So, if, I know, maraming nanonood ng video na to. So,
mhm.
katulad mo dati, nanonood ka lang ng video na to. And ngayon, ikaw na yung pinapanood nila. Kung meron kang advice or words of wisdom sa mga aspiring virtual bookkeeper na gustong maging virtual bookkeeper pero hindi alam kung paano mag-start, hindi alam kung para sa kanila ba talaga to, hindi alam kung mag-work ba talaga sa kanila yung ganitong setup or kung kakayanin ba nila to. Kasi sa community ni Kaji, iba't iba ng pinanggalingan eh. Merong may mga accountancy graduate, may mga bookkeeping graduate, merong katulad mo na criminology, pero before accountancy, merong mga teacher, may mga OFW, merong undergrad, merong totally hindi sila nakapag-aral. So, or wala sila, or yun, hindi sila nakapag-aral. So, ano yung masasabi mo or ma-advise mo sa kanila?
Ang ma-advise ko talaga number one, ah, magdasal. Yun talaga ang panlaban ko sa akin. It really works for me. Magdasal number one. And then, alamin mo ko talaga kung gusto mo ba talaga ang ginagawa mo. Kasi hindi siya smooth sailing. Hindi siya hindi siya madali. Hindi siya madali. I-assess mo rin yung sarili mo na even na pagdadaanan ko 'to, kakayanin ko ba 'to? And, ah, 'wag ka mag-overthink because, I wanna share this one, my recent client. He is a big company in their place, uh, tax company. So, actually hindi siya nagtanong sa akin na, "Saan ka nanggaling? Anong school ka? Ah, accountancy graduate ka ba?" But ang hinahanap niya is the person who is to willing na matuto because yeah, um, because naniniwala kasi ako na every day has a learning. So every day may learn. So don't stop on learning. And kung masasabi kong hindi ka graduate or if you don't have any accountancy background or anything, just enroll here the course of Kaji. That is very perfect. This is a very perfect course for everyone na mag-enhance ng skills nila. And those people na without prior knowledge about this. And also, I can really share this one. Wag kang tumigil. Kung gusto mo maging bookkeeper, wag kang tumigil hangga't wala kang makukuhang client. And, oh, wag mo isipin para sa akin kasi hindi ko iniisip kung magkano yung makukuha ko, magkano yung compensation. Ang iniisip ko kasi paano ako matuto. Kasi yun yung, hindi mo masabing yun yung panlaban ko bilang hindi ako accountancy graduate, bilang hindi ako CPA or anything. Uh, I I really don't mind the compensation. I Even if mababa siya para compare sa iba, pero kung nandyan yung growth and learning, i-grab mo ang opportunity na yan. Yeah. And international clients is really awesome. Hindi sila katulad ng culture sa atin na with all the backgrounds na kukunin nila, hindi sila gano'n. And 'wag kang matakot talaga. Ah, 'Wag kang matakot mag-risk. 'Yun lang talaga ang ika-advice ko.
Thank you,
Hmm.
Rika. Kasi dalawa, sa mga sinabi mo, sa lahat ng advice mo, number one, na-mention mo is yung background, which is true. Kapag interview process, hindi ka tinatanong, are you an accountancy graduate? Are you a graduate of this university in the Philippines? Right? So, hindi ka nila tinatanong. So, yung background, yung diploma is
Hmm.
hindi siya ganun ka kailangan pagdating sa virtual. What they are looking for is your skill. Kasi they will not hire you kung wala kang skill. Bakit ka nila
Yes.
i-hire kung hindi mo alam kung anong ginagawa mo or hindi naman kailangan na perfect ka. Hindi kailangan na sobra yung experience mo, na super experience ka na, hindi mo kailangan ganun para ma-hire ka. Okay? Ang kailangan mo lang is, dapat, number one, you are willing to learn. Tapos, syempre, meron kang skills. Hindi man ganun kataas agad yung skills mo, at least meron kang skills and you are willing to learn and to grow. The second thing is,
Yeah.
na-mention mo, is yung compensation. Yung money na kikitain mo kapag naging virtual
Yes.
bookkeeper ka. Kapag ang goal mo to become a virtual bookkeeper is dahil malaki yung income, hindi ka nasa right path. Hindi ka nasa right path.
Yeah.
Kasi kapag ang goal mo is money,
Wala
hindi.
talaga.
Hindi siya. Wala talaga. So, kasi I just remember, kasi kanina nung nag-share, nung sinasabi mo yung compensation, nung nag-start ako, like, nung nag-start ako ng virtual career ko, never ko naisip, number one, yung pera na kikitain ko. Hindi ko alam kung gaano kalaki yung kikitain ko nung nag-start pa lang ako. All I want to, all I want to do is to have a job na work from home na kasama yung anak ko. Kasi dahil sa culture namin sa corporate na toxic, ganun siya, na hindi ka allow mag-grow, hindi ka, kumbaga, as in, iba yung culture sa office. So sabi ko, hindi ito yung workplace na dapat nandun ako. Kasi wala kang bosses, and so sabi ko, okay, I want something new. So I tried to look for work na online. So yun yung goal ko, na to look for something na mag-grow ako and job na makakasama ko yung family ko sa bahay. So then I found virtual work. Tapos yung pera is ano na siya. Kumbaga,
Susunod
bonus
na
siya.
lang.
Susunod na siya. Ano siya. Kasi hindi siya yung una mong hinanap. So thank
Yes.
you so much, Risha, for
Mhm.
sharing.
And
Anything else?
if ever na makakita ka ng job post and ma-assess mo yung sarili mo na, oh, I have at least 75% of the requirements. Igo mo talaga. And because kung ano man ang natutunan mo, hindi talaga yan talaga. Hindi talaga yan 100% yan talaga. Kung ano ang natutunan mo, Kasi knowing the fact that they are in other country, or so may sarili din silang way na matutunan mo kasi. And also, pag may client ka na, one thing that my client admire me is, he always told me na being honest, always being honest, all the time. Kasi pag bookkeeper ka kasi, pera din yung accounts din yung hinahawakan mo. Pag hindi mo alam yung ganito, ask them. So, at lagi kong iniisip yung sinasabi mo na huwag magkaroon ng assumption. Huwag kang mag-assumption, mag-ano. Be, being honest. Be honest to yourself. Be honest to your work. Honesty and integrity will bring success. Will bring na magbibigay talaga siya ng magandang um, magandang tawag nito, magandang relationship, can build good relationship with your client. Yan lang talaga yung sekreto na meron ako. Kasi, pero ngayon hindi na yan sekreto kasi sinasabi ko na. So, so, wag kang titigil, and wag mong isipin na madali. Dati na, gusto ko i-pursue 'to kasi madali, mabilis. So, in a long run, nakakaiyak. Nakakaiyak. Kakaiyak siya. Tapos, doon mo makikita yung sarili mo na kung gusto mo talaga yung ginagawa mo, kung nakakaiyak na pero gusto mong gagawin. Doon mo ma-assess yung sarili mo na ito ang gusto ko. Kahit nakakaiyak, pero gusto mong gawin. So, yeah, in my case, because we are handling 70 70 clients as well. So, daming luha din.
O, di
Maraming
maiiwasan
luha.
talaga yun.
Yes, maraming luha, maraming pagod. Pero kung i-endure mo 'yan, 'pag gusto mo, i-continue mo talaga. So to yeah, 'yun lang yung and also, yeah, sa sinasabi ko, lahat ng beginners, so your course, Kaji course is perfect for beginner and for upskill as well. Mhm.
Thank you, Rika. Thank you so
Yeah.
much, Rika, for your time today. I think maraming magkakaroon ng interest sa video na to. Kasi ang daming words of wisdom na nakuha ko, and for sure, marami din silang makukuha from you. So thank you so much for sharing,
Yeah.
and for your time today.
Yeah.
So,
So, thank you
I'm
so
really
much din,
happy.
Coach. Thank you so much din, Coach, kasi yeah, pinamulat mo sa akin. Not only me, but I know there are people out there who are listening, always nakasubaybay sa channel mo. And I believe maraming viewers then na kulang lang ng lakas ng loob. I-pursue niya yan. I-pursue niyo na yan.
Yes. Go nyo na,
Eh,
pero dapat ready kayo sa iyak, sa
yeah.
pagod, sa sakit ng ulo, dapat ready, okay? So, totoo yun. Yung sinabi mo kanina na yung naiiyak, totoo yun. Kasi hanggang ngayon, kahit ako, naiyak talaga. Hindi mo
Yeah.
maiwasan kasi lalo na kung parang na-overwhelm ka na, parang ang sakit na sa ulo, pero kailangan mong matapos, may mga ganun na scenario pa rin. Kahit yung
Yes.
sobrang galing na, for sure. Kasi tao lang naman tayo, so,
Yes,
di ba?
coach.
Maiiyak at maiiyak ka, pero may time din naman talaga na sobrang saya. Lalo na kung, basta, hindi siya perfect na, oh, lahat lang eh, happiness. Hindi lang siya ganon. So, ano siya, roller coaster siya. Roller coaster
Mm,
ang isang job ng isang bookkeeper. So, thank
yeah,
you so
exactly.
much, Rika, for your time. And yeah, thank you so much sa lahat ng words of wisdom na share mo today. Kung
Mm,
nagustuhan nyo ang story ni Rika at yung mga lahat na share niya, lalo na yung mga words na hindi talaga natin makakalimutan, yung mga phrases, yung mga mantra niya, yung mga manifestation niya, let us know sa comment section. For sure, si Rika, babasahin niya lahat yan. And that's all for today, and I hope to see you again sa next video ko. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye!